Yes! Got it! Folks, welcome to Sports Focus. I am your host, John McNeil. I have Mr. Sibbles and Mr. McIntosh.
You lost your thought?
Because I want to bring the mood down because, I have to announce we lost another one of my favorite all-time actors, Abe Vigoda, passed away at 94 years old. Fish, Barney Miller, and his most known movie role was The Godfather, which came out over 40 years ago.
And those young guys, they know him from Good Burger.
Exactly. So, you know what?
That's true.
Yeah.
I forgot about Good Burger.
Abe Vigoda, 94. That's my man, though. He looks the same.
And Sugar Hill.
That's right, and in Sugar Hill with Wesley Snipes.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie. Now we talked about the yard goats in the last show. Just to continue, they had a talk, and they're gonna start May 31st. Do you think it's gonna happen after everything that's been going on?
Well, I'm gonna get taxed the crap out of it. That's what I know.
Yeah. Hartford had a little town hall meeting about this yard goats.
And they said not supposed to affect the taxpayers there. Not supposed to affect you guys, but
it's supposed to cut somewhere else.
Yeah.
The developer is gonna, take some of the money, the cost for this $10 million overrun. So I hope it goes well.
It was somebody who was in the planning thing was
doing something. That's what you think?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna see May 31st. We're gonna see if it happens. I doubt it. I think something else is going to go down, but we'll see. A scene out of Friday. The movie Friday happened to the Cleveland Cavaliers coach. He got fired, I think, on his day off.
That's so wrong.
After they got spanked by Golden State.
Cleveland Cavaliers fired their coach, David Blatt.
Whoop everybody behind.
We're going to get into them. But they fired their coach on and I don't think they were playing that day. Tyronn Lue is the new coach. He looked 12.
They do.
Yeah, good for him. But promptly they ended up getting smacked out by Chicago Bulls. So we're going to see how this whole thing. Do you think LeBron had anything to do with it?
Yeah, because they didn't respect the coach.
Yeah?
Played for Houston.
Yeah, that's a go.
Tyronn Lue played for the Lakers. He was on that Laker team.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And, so he was around. We'll see how LeBron and the Cavs turn out and see if they can get that championship back. No. Coming out the East. East.
No.
With the Bulls going to do something? Who else?
Purple Man?
Paul Gasol looking like he won.
We're going to see. I don't know.
Master.
Now, we talked about the Warriors. Do you think they can catch the Bulls 72-10? The way that they're going. Because they look real awesome in how they're just beating everybody.
Well, the biggest thing is if they stay healthy, they got a shot. But I have a feeling they're going to hit a wall.
They're going to hit a wall? It's possible.
The question is, they whooping up everybody right now. Are the defense going to change once they get in their playoffs thing and start shutting them down?
That's right.
Well, who you going to shut down?
Hey, you may have to, if you can shut two down.
If you could just take Steph Curry out, maybe?
No. I would let Steph Curry shoot. You would take two other players out.
Yeah.
Biggest thing is everybody goes through a hot spell, and they're red hot.
They're red hot.
Now you're gonna get out of rhythm, so to source, because now you got the All-Star break and all those festivities and all that. Then you got to come back again, and it seems as if like the people like the Spurs and all those other teams.
But you see, what
they hit their second
Spurs.
win. Yeah, yep. But they hit their second win after the All-Star break.
Yep.
Going into the playoffs, you don't have your momentum at the beginning of the season going into the All-Star break. It's towards the end of the season going into the playoffs where you make your push.
The Golden State Warriors are definitely must-watch TV. And I wouldn't blame, like, the NBA and ABC, ESPN for putting them on every single week because they are just fun to watch. And I think the NBA needs that because what you going to get, LeBron, back them down. You got all these guys that can shoot the ball, and Steph Curry is just the sickest player since when? What, Jordan maybe? I think he's ridiculous how he can just get open. Who?
Iceman.
Gervin.
Okay.
Gervin used to shoot the ball, was falling down. So let's
Here it comes.
do if you want to. Do if you want to.
Here it comes.
No. I like Iceman. That's just like you're gonna have to Wikipedia that one.
Oh Lord. See,
But that's my man. That's my man. Right, let's get into these championship games.
Yep, there we go. Never fail.
Let's get into these championship games. So nice. This is Kevin. Arizona and the Panthers.
What? All right, cut this crap.
No,
He said
Arizona and the Carolina Panthers.
Woosah. Okay.
I started off with that.
That was funny.
I started off. Just don't hit me.
No.
I started off with that game because that was pretty much a wash.
I did not expect Carson Palmer to choke like he did. I did not expect
he
it.
played pretty poorly, and I know.
Pulled out his inner Romo.
I know he saw, but did you see the owner during the game? The owner sat there like this.
Did you see? Did you happen to see that? I saw
Bits and
that.
pieces of it.
No, the owner when Kuechly got the interception, ran for the touchdown. You know, the game was pretty much over after that because it was
Yeah,
fourth
because
quarter.
the wife was clapping
the
and
fourth-
stuff.
Everyone in his booth is even his wife. This dude.
He looking like I got paid these fools.
It was the craziest thing I ever seen. I'd never really seen her in that situation.
I never see an owner that just stone
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, hey, let's see if it works out for him.
Well, Jerry gets stone faced like that.
Yeah, he's been real stone faced
Jerry
lately.
we
gets
got
real
losing.
stone faced.
Patrick Peterson, I feel bad for the Cardinals because they got some top tier players who failed to show up during that game. Patrick Peterson was one of them. On one of the Panthers touchdowns, he gave them the fumble. When he fumbled the punt, he's trying to make a play, and then he got the pass interference.
Mm-hmm.
So
Try to do too much.
Carson Palmer.
What they
Wow.
Well, when you down 7, I thought they were stabilizing when they went up. It was 17-7 when they got down the field and scored that touchdown. I said, okay, they're stabilizing. Maybe they got a shot. And I just don't know what happened.
I don't know. Only they can answer that one. They
When
definitely
you got a pass to come from behind,
Yeah.
it screws you up, and that's exactly what they had to do. So
Yeah.
Felt bad for them, but you know what? That's their fault. Brady Manning 17. Woo! I'm just saying, Brady Manning 17. I mean,
It was a good game.
it was a good game. Went
It was
to
a-
Peyton.
Okay. The second one when I almost caught that pass for a touchdown, I would say that would have iced the game. But when they got the field goal, I already felt in my heart. I said, they're going to come back. They're going to score. To Gronk, that was a beautiful catch. That ball dropped perfect in there. That was
And
nice.
speaking on that, what other quarterback can make that pass? 4th and 10, it went like 30-something yards to Gronk in between two Denver defenders. It was like a tear. It just went. What other quarterbacks can make that pass?
I don't know, but I'm still trying to figure out how he threw that touchdown to Gronk. That last touchdown.
He just threw it out there, and Gronk did what Gronk does.
let's back up. It ain't about the quarterback. It's about your tight end being 6'7" and can leap over everything that's in
He
the back
just
because it's like
took
5
the ball.
feet.
He just took the ball.
Yeah.
Because I thought the ball was going out of bounds, and all of a sudden I'm saying,
Oh, he can leap. He's 6'7". He don't got that far to go.
Yeah, he did that. You know,
He got that
we
far to
gonna
go.
get into the Super Bowl.
But
Another time. We also gonna get into our trivia show in the next episode, Super Bowl trivia. But as for now, I sent something to you guys about the Patriots. I said they're the best dynasty.
Yeah.
You said no. Why?
in this era of football, imagine Tarkenton, imagine Marino, Joe Montana, with all these new rules that protects the quarterback. Remember, they used to have, you got 2 steps to hit them. You know, now you can't breathe on them once that ball leaves their hands, or you get an automatic flag. You can't hit them in this spot. You can't hit them in that spot.
Yeah.
Can you imagine all these people? Roger Staubach.
Yeah,
All
sure.
these guys who, if they would have had the protection now that these quarterbacks have now, And let's go to the offense, the defensive side. You can't do this, you can't do that to the wide receiver as they're coming off the line. There's a lot of things that they can't do now that they used to do back in the day. And that affects a lot of it. So you made this a more pass-friendly league, so of course your quarterback's going to be the star. But back then, Dorsett was the main guy. Staubach was the guy, but you know he had Dorsett, Aikman. You had Emmett. You had McMahon. You had Sweetness. There was always a counterpart.
So
Now,
it seemed like what you're saying is that if you're going to be talking these dynasty things, you have to break up the period of years. You know, like from the
new age
2000s on. In the 90s, the 80s, 70s, whatever, because of the rule changes.
That's right. Because you imagine Lynn Swann and Stallworth with not being able to check them like you can now.
Yeah,
I don't
Drew
know.
Pearson.
I give
what was the two wide receivers for Dan Marino, Duper,
Clayton, the Marx brothers.
Yeah. Can you imagine with him that type of protection with them two running on the ends?
I give a little to the Patriots because of their success without the so-called major star player. They have one star on that team, and that's Tom Brady. And the rest are basically fill-ins, and you have the greatest coach of this time.
The biggest thing is
it the system. So their system is what other teams should model at. Because if they've gone from 2001 into the present,
I let you speak before I do.
Winning.
I let you speak before I do.
No, you go ahead.
The biggest thing is Jimmy Johnson 90 system is alive and well right now, and it's in New England.
How come nobody else is doing it?
Because
they can't.
Because the biggest thing is Jimmy always said, "Give me the smart player, I can teach him what I need him to do. You give me the skilled person, no, he can only do one thing, and he's only
nobody else can follow that."
Because every time you get a new offensive coordinator, like New York, they change everything. They don't leave nothing the same. No matter who comes in and out of New England, it's his scheme. You learn to wrap yourself around it to get it where it goes.
Belichick has mastered Jimmy Johnson's system. Nobody else can do it.
No,
but Belichick.
And if Jimmy would have stayed, they wouldn't allow him to get rid of him get rid of Marino in Miami. That was a no-no. But just like Troy, Emmett, and Michael, when they all get together, they always say the same thing. We never even tapped into his brain fully.
Well,
imagine the things that we would have done.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Jerry, you should have stayed your butt upstairs and let Jimmy handle it.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 50. Quick thoughts on, we'll get into that next one, but Cam Newton is obviously a beast. He's the MVP of the league. I know a lot of people like Carolina in this game just from what they did to Arizona because everybody thought Arizona was a good team and they got spacked up pretty good. I just want to put this out there. I know a lot of people is liking the Panthers, but I believe that Peyton will win this game. The football gods will not allow Peyton Manning to go to another Super Bowl, which is probably going to be his last NFL game he plays, and to get smacked around like he did against Seattle.
True.
Yeah. So I know it looks good for Cam, and young, strong, and fast, and big, and all that stuff. And you got this old quarterback who can, get the ball out there, because this is what the media is saying to people.
Yeah, but here's a good thing. Now, will Cam be the first one in history to be a national champion, a Heisman Trophy winner, a league MVP, a Super Bowl champion, and possibly a Super Bowl MVP?
That's pretty tough.
Can he do it?
That's pretty tough. And we're going to get into that in the next show along with our Super Bowl trivia show. And folks, that's all the time we have for you. Peace. You got something to say, man?